I think Clayton's.
Well,
Is the Green
but
Party...
I just say to the member, the member stood and called, and Mr Cosgrove was slightly behind.
Yeah.
So it's the member called, and I've given the member the call. He has the floor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, for your consideration. The Green Party will continue to oppose this bill for the reasons we've outlined, and it is with a certain degree of sadness, and I think we would like a democracy where everybody could contest every position, be it in the Parliament, be it in local bodies, including judges, the military, the police. But I think there is a case for the separation of powers with the national and local legislatures, as it were, being separated off from the people who either stand in judgment over the law, like judges, or the police who enforce the law, or the military who are in a particular position as a potentially enforcement agency domestically and internationally. I'm pleased with the way, since I've been here in this debate, the way the debate's been conducted, and I think it's brought out the useful points. I think it would have, and I support Carmel Sepuloni on this, that it would have been good to have had a select committee consideration, particularly so that the advice of some of the finest legal minds, the Law Society and whatnot, could have been brought to bear, because I think that question of separation of powers and not having a conflict of interest within them is something that perhaps bigger legal minds than mine could exercise their brains on. The issue, I was a little disturbed that there was a comment about somehow this was a result, and I think it might be referring back to Mr Ron Mark, who was a New Zealand First MP in the last Parliament, that somehow he had a bit of meanness or a personal agenda or something like that. As I recall his comments at the time, both formal in the House and informal, that he was genuinely exercised by the political arguments for this. He did it, very vigorously, but I think he had good reasons for going down that track. So, I think I don't, I'm standing up for him to an extent in this Parliament today, that there are real arguments for being against this legislation. I think Ron led the way on them in the last Parliament. Thank you.
I call the Honourable